Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. Goodness gracious, this game better pop up or I'm gonna explode into a million little pieces of minced meat. Yippee! Okay, we're good. A little exaggerative, I might be, but it gets the job done. Let me move the mouse around. It is showing that I can move the mouse around, just like I can move everything. I am the mover of things, and things move at my will. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I don't know if I've already said that, but I say it again because I appreciate every single little one of you, and I'm going to hold your head with both of my hands like it is a basketball, and proceed to send mind waves into your brain, detailing the information of all kinds of bread that I would like to consume in my lifetime. And it is a very long lifetime, so you better be ready. Knuckles! Nibani mesa. Nibani mesa. I'm feeling a little loose today, I guess. Today's gonna be a bit of a strange one for at least the first couple of minutes until I wind back down. I may have added a little too much caffeine to the coffee today, and that might be it. Return. Where were we? Last time we were accomplishing things in order to be seen as the Nerevar by the cult. Yes, look at these pillows. They are not even pillows. It is, well, maybe they are pillows. I'm not, they're too, it looks honestly like they just grabbed a log of wood and then just wrapped like some cloth around it and called it a day. That, like, you cannot convince me that is a normal pillow. That is a log of wood you cut in half and then just place some cloth around it and called it a day. Ay, ay, ay. Look at this. Slave? Where's that slave? I don't think you guys have slaves. It's too far out. What would you even need a slave for other than to just do menial ass tasks? I guess that's literally the reason, but like, you guys have barely anything to do out here. She's got crab meat, she's got seltrice, she's got marshmallow, she's got a resin, she got fork, wooden fork, and knife. Right, we already did the initiation right, so now we can actually talk to the lady and be like, hey, prophecies, you know, test me against the prophecies. Pretty please, I beg of thee. What is that on? Okay, that's just her, like, I don't know what that thing on her head is. It's probably just a piece of, like, jewelry, but it's not her hair, because it's definitely a different color, that thing, whatever it is. I'm going to assume it is ornaments for one of your status. Wrong button. I forget every bloody time that the buttons always change themselves due to God's will. The music is so calm. She's the wise woman? I know she's the wise woman. That's why I said what I said. Did I not? Okay, I think I messed up the buttons again. Options. Controls. Use is E. Oh, huh? Oh. Oh no. Okay, okay, what was... Oh, okay, I messed it up. I messed it up! What was the button for use? I thought use was activate. Oh, Lord. I'm just gonna, there we go, mouse 0. Hopefully that's correct. Go ahead. Do you have questions about the Neverine prophecies? Have you come to see me to see if you passed the tests? Do you think you are the Neverine? Jawohl. You are not the Neverine. You are the one who may become the Neverine. It is a puzzle and a hard one, but you have found some of the pieces and you may find more. Do you choose to be the Neverine? Then seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will guide your... I will be... I can't read. I will be your guide. And take these copies of The Stranger and the 7 Visions. Now, I have told you all I know. Go, think on what I've told you, and do what must be done. The Lost Prophecies? Isn't that like the book with the Lost Prophecies? The one we sold? Oh, Lost Prophecies. Give me information on that. These are the Neverine prophecies that have been lost to the 7 curses and others. Some are forgotten, some hidden, and some deliberately lost. The wise women are the memory of the Velothi people. But it is a faulty memory, and we are mortal, and our knowledge dies with us. But we hear that the dissident priests of the temple study our Neverine prophecies and record them in books. Such written words never die. You must go to them and ask for these books, and bring what you find to me. Cool, so you want me to just walk in there and be like, yo, knowledge about the thing you don't like people to know about, because you don't want the prophecy to become true. That's gonna go swell. But sure, it is strange to me that she does not know, or okay, I bet she probably does know her own, what she is supposed to know. She just wants me to look for it. Probably. Evil bird. Do you think that thing tastes good? I forgot I need to sell stuff. I need to sell a lot of things. A lot of things, and I need to fix my strength. Oh, Lord. Shall we make it back to civilization before we are stricken down by a foul beast of these lands? I do not know. Evil bug. The bugs of this land are treacherous things. That thing approaches at the top speed of a predator of this land. Ferocious. Why does it sound like a divine goat just kind of just went meh? What was that supposed to be? My people are calling to me, Knuckles. They're calling to me. I like how we can literally just go at walking speed and this thing is still it's still losing to us. Poor little creature. It does not know. It just doesn't know. Oh, there's something over there. Oh. BRB, roger that. El scribe. Scribe. What the oh god, it's a bug. You scared the hell out of me, you foul thing. Ah, well, we got that done. Oh, I need to not be such a little scaredy cat. I'm no Khajiit. Yet I become frightened. Honestly, it is kind of hard to hear them because I don't really think they have much of a footstep. And what the hell is that? Okay, probably something evil, so I kind of want to explore it. But we already have so much that we need to actually just get rid of. Wiki! Hail to those drug dealers. What drug dealers? What are you talking about? You think around this area there's your favorite cave in the game? Favorite cave? My goodness, did you hear that, guys? Around these parts, Knuckles' Goon Cave can be found. There's a creature up there, and that one that is kind of like only appearing in my vision if I look at it from the periphery of my eyes. Just like the funny little creatures that call themselves my friends in my times of distress. The Khajiit? Oh, the Khajiit, yes. They do be a little mischievous in their mercantile efforts. I respect the hustle, as they say. Scrib! Baby, little baby. Come here, foul thing. It is diseased! Okay, we are good. I do not wish to catch this world's equivalent of COVID. That would be treacherous. You know, you should definitely look upon the heart. Should I? Should I look upon the heart? I'm not even... I was surprised by the moon again. I'm not sure I can climb this mountain, as I was a little overconfident here. Hold on. Hold on. Just get down here. Get down here. Get down here. Come on. The blood moon? Aye, the blood moon. Every time I look at the sky, I forget we have two moons. This thing's gonna give me cancer. I just know it. Okay, it did not in fact give me cancer. Or AIDS. Or any variation of that. Good. This is the menu of one of the, wait. This is, fuck, I can't speak. Okay. I need to, like, calm down. Is this how you honor the sixth house of the... Did I say house again? Oh, Lord. The sixth house of in the tribe unmourned. Also, you're so grateful for what Jube did? I do not know who Juib is, but I'm sure they're a lovely fellow. I need to get past the damn mountains. Please, I am trying to come back to civilization. My Nord ass cannot survive in this desert. It's not really a desert, but damn near close to a desert, I guess. When you think about it. Juib is the first guy from the boat at the start of the game. Oh, canonically, he went on to eradicate every officer... Wait, no, every cliff racer, sorry. I don't know why I read that as officer. Every cliff racer from existence. Why? Oh, why the cliff racer specifically? Juib the goat. Juib is the guy you meet at... Oh, okay. What's his beef with the damn... Like, listen, I get it. I get disliking the cliff racers, but, like, going out of your way to hunt them all down seems like a bit of a treacherous journey, you know? I respect it, though. I respect it. They deserve it. They do deserve extinction. I'm just wondering how the hell he actually managed. These things... There's so many of them, I am convinced they breed like rabbits. Like, holy shit. Look at them. There's like 3 just here. I've murdered so many myself. I have genuinely no idea how you get away with murdering so many in one lifetime. He's a determined man, technically but you know. He's like an elf, right? He's like a dark elf, so like I guess he lives. He does get to live for a while longer than most people, I guess. But actually, I don't know how long dark elves live for, but I'm assuming they live for longer than your average you know, non-elf. He actually dies during the events of Oblivion, according to Skyrim. Oh. Damn, bro lived. bro really said, yeah, I'm gonna make my legacy killing all the fucking cliff racers. That's better than nothing, I suppose. Saint be praised. Praise be to him who murdered the cliff racers. Is it just me, or are these ones no, okay. I thought they were different. Man dies during the events of Oblivion. You know what? I don't blame him. Like, if I was fighting, like, birds my entire life and then demons just started spawning out of nowhere, I too would probably die. I too would be a little unprepared for such an event. I have contracted Helljoint. This is treacherous for many reasons. They called me an Anwa again. They will die for this. I wish I knew words that a Nord would speak to an elf, but I do not remember any of the insulting kind. If your joints are hell, my joints are about to be in hell if I don't take care of this. Whatever the hell just happened. I am diseased. Let me see. Oh, speed and agility. Well, at least it's not my strength that got absolutely curb stomped. Drain attribute. Is the hell stuff? I assume it's a disease. We're just gonna go through our potions like usual. You know what? Let me quick save. Never mind. I gotta kill this thing first. I do wonder how many potions that poor man must have used and bought, because I know these things must have diseased the hell out of him. Ain't no way they didn't. Now, let's see. Magics. Character in Morrowind run like their joints are hell. They actually do, though. They actually do. It's goofy. But I appreciate the aesthetics of this game. Despite their very funny running animations. They run like they're in slow-mo. Yep, okay, it was a common disease. Good. We now are undiseased. We live to see another day. As the mighty nut. Wish I kind of forgot that was her name. Honest to God. Honest to the nine. I forgot that was her name. Oh, not again. Okay, I think we're safe. I see a scrib in the distance. This can only mean good things. Oh no, it did not mean good things. Scrib, how could you have betrayed me so? You radical bastard. Also loving the VTuber model, so cute. Oh. You're trying to gain good favors from yours truly. It's working. It's working 100%. You shall be given many, many good winters. No, even better. Good harvest. I'm glad they're coming down here one at a time. I appreciate that. They're taking their turns like comic book hooligans. Okay, can... Ow. I forgot they literally attack you with their tail. That's just how they do things. They got a pointy tail, and they just whack you with that. I do have a better spear. I don't know why why I'm using this. I was about to start speaking like the third person. I don't know why he's using this. I'm the guy. I'm the one using this. Nah, he's shopped. SMH. You deserve treacherous things, Knuckles. I will ensure you go bald. One way or another. We are actually doing pretty okay. Evil ass fucking worm. I hate these things. What was that? Does that count as a combat role? Is that the first ever, like, recorded instance of a worm combat role? If so, I will be known throughout history for that discovery. Restore fatigue, absorption, personality. I need my health. Restore. Well, where's my sheep stuff? I remember I had like 90 million sheep health potions. And by 90 million, I mean like 9. just 9. Not that many. I like to over-exaggerate. Combat roll, the second life stage of the egg roll. Egg roll. It come with egg roll. Man, I need to like eat some Chinese food. It's been a while. I'm having the cravings for a fortune cookie just about now. These fellows really do not have anything better to do than to just attack a random heavily armored Nord. No wonder they're still in the Ashlands. And no wonder they got curb stomped by the great houses. Oh lords, okay, now there's more bird. You know what, I can ignore them for like at least a couple of seconds. At least. Mama, a mer behind you. Good luck, you're circumcised. You only have 2 skins. What? Castledor, where did this come from? Why did you choose to divulge such information? Heavens above. I don't know what I said to make you say that, but it's okay. You need yourself items. You need yourself items with a mark and a recall enchantment. You're gonna fill your foreskin with... Oh, it was Knuckles that said something. You're gonna fill my foreskin with 1.25 inch box nails. I see. I forget that you guys can see each other's stuff. Read like 5 comments up, bro. Listen, it's not... You two are on different devices, okay? And different platforms. I can't read everything when I am fighting for my life. Where am I? You know, I did forget that I literally have the levitation staff I could use to get up this mountain a lot easier. And I also have the mighty spear, known as the Devil's Spear. I am like the chainsaw man, except with the spear, and I am not, in fact, a spear. Didn't I put the spear in my hands? Put that shit... Okay, finish my attack. I have to finish the attack, apparently. Despite not being in the attacking phase of my existence. Yol is a little slow in the brain. Very true. He's also shopped. Well, I am just a fat fucking shud, as they say. Aren't we all? Morrowind brings out the flop in us all. Wise words, Horai. Wise words. I don't know if your name is pronounced Horai or just Orai. Horai feels wrong. It feels like I'm calling you a whore. Becoming a VTuber requires a sacrifice of 20 plus IQ points. I'm in the negative right now, fellas. I'm in the negative. Started from the bottom, only went deeper down. That's how it goes. Oh my god. There we go. One thing at a time, jolly boy. You need to think, you need to stay calm, you need to float above the mountains. Where is my funny staff magics? I have so many scrolls. Wizard staff, is this the one? There we go. There we go. We can now fly. Well, fly is a very strong word. But the closest thing to it. Fly very slowly. LMAO, that's a connection to be made for sure. Horai's white dragon. Should indeed. Wait, what the fuck? I forgot you have a YouTube. I was like, wait a second. Well, while you're there, Knuckles, give it a like, you know, give the stream a like. Since you're deciding to just show up there. My spear! No! It transformed back to its normal state. Just like... well, I don't really have a comparison. We're just gonna fly our ass back to Caldera very slowly. You know? It ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. I do wonder what it feels like for my character to be walking on air. I'm sure he's terrified. Knuckles, he don't shuckles. If you know, you know. We be knowing. Your next step. Your next step is to step on... I don't know. I was gonna say these nuts, but I actually don't want that to happen, so... I will refrain from saying such things ever again. Multi-chat drifting. Why are you so plentiful in numbers? I despise this so much. Big thing. Look at that thing. Glorious thing. And evil thing. Okay, I thought I'm... Dude, I'm like hearing things now. I'm like looking over. Like, I swear I heard the flapping of wings. That's how paranoid these things got me. Please, I just want to make it over. Oh, there we go again. You guys think they have, like, the equivalent of, like, a Viagra potion in the Elder Scrolls world? They must, right? Like, there has to be some equivalent. Cliff herpes. Cliff herpes. Haha. That's actually... I like that. I like that. That's genuinely what they feel like, you know? Are we gonna go see the boy? Do you think I can see the boy without dying on the way there? I'm just trying to get back to, like, civilization. We're gonna see Creep. We're gonna see Creep first, so that we can make money and be rid of this weight of various items. The other boy, Dagoth, I don't know when we're gonna see him. It's sometime in the future. Probably not on this stream, I'm gonna be honest. The things in that realm of his seem to be a little dangerous. Potion of endurance, you know what? Could be, it could be. There's two kinds of potion of endurance in this world. The normal kind and the not so normal kind. You know, Creeper is actually that funny dog. What do you mean by this? Are you just trying to say he's a humorous fellow? Because I agree. He is quite humorous. I enjoy Creep's presence. Do you think Creep was involved in the Oblivion crisis? I feel like he must have, right? Like, he must have been around there somewhere. Ain't no way he wasn't. You know he was trying to make that bag. I would not put it above that boy. I hope he had lived throughout that thing. I hope nobody murked him in the process of that whole debacle. I would be sad if that happened. I hope he's just out there, you know, retired with his money on a pleasant island. Yeah. Best case scenario. That's my fanfiction. My headcanon for Creep. He lived through the Oblivion crisis, made a bunch of money, and then just kind of retired. At least for a while, since I assume he's immortal, technically. So yeah, I guess his retirement can't really last for all eternity. Or maybe it did, you know? Maybe it did. If your potion lasts longer than 4 hours, please consult your local shaman. He'll be super impressed. Well, Creeper is in Skyrim and Oblivion, but not a scamp. Uh-huh. So what, he just, like, race swapped? Like, what, like, what happened there? He's a dog. He's the companion to the Daedric prince Clavicus. Clavicus. Is that the funny, like, guy with, like... Not the funny. That's a bad way to describe him. I remember there being a certain guy with, like, a goatee and whatnot. Who's a Daedric prince or something like that. That's Shagoroth? Okay, wrong guy. You know, I heard a theory that Shagoroth, you know, I don't know much about the theory, but there's some theory floating around that that guy might be the main character from Oblivion. For some reason. I don't know why. Like I said, I didn't watch the video, but apparently that's a theory. In Oblivion, he's voiced by Todd Howard. Well, that's spoilers for the Oblivion DLC. Mayhaps. Will we be playing Oblivion? I don't know, actually. That is a good question to myself. Probably is the answer, assuming I... Oh, jeez, I forgot. Spear. Not the guy from that one show. This one. There we go. I've contracted ash cancer. Damnation. I have ash cancer now. This will be recorded as Gelato's worst day in history. Was he too, in fact, in the chess club? That we will never know. I need to rest is what I need to do before I actually enter this place. What the fuck? Oh, you. Yeah, that's what you get. Get teabagged. What kind of sword do you have, actually? I'm interested. Okay, Wild Viper. Yeah, I thought it was like a Dwemer looking sword. A dwarven sword. My personality is in the gutter again, thanks to my diseases. Fantastic. Can't even like rest 5 minutes outside of a major city. Well, I guess is this a major city? I don't know. It's just kind of like a town, but you know, closest thing to a major city around here. Can't even rest outside of that without being assailed by 1, an assassin, and then 2, a random Nyx hound. My strain of luck. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. I just like to look at my health and it's like back down to what it was before I rested. And that's just, I don't know, that takes a piece of my soul out of me. It's, I don't know why. It's like my efforts, you know, going in vain. It hurts me in a way.
I am certain you have something very special to say.
And I forget that everyone's gonna be insulting me until I fix myself. Big bug, though. I get to see the big bug. Time to hit up the Mages Guild? Yeah. Yeah, if we want to travel to Caldera, we have to do it through here, right? I don't remember if we can do it from the bug or not. I forgot that we can also run, so I don't know why I'm walking. So I guess I just wanted to take a bit of a stroll. Do they have... They do have the table of the Imperial Altar cult thing. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. It's a blight, right? Fix me, I beg of thee. They are not fixing me. I don't know what I did to piss off these particular gods, but they're not helping me out right now. they're just like, no. Please. They're refusing to help. Damnable gods.
What, Enwa?
What did you just call me, bitch? I can literally fold you like a fucking omelet. What a pain in the ass. Me to my therapist. Fix me.
I'm not interested.
Listen, shrinks, they're lovely people, I'm sure, but
Don't bother me.
I highly doubt they would understand the woes of a modern person, considering the issues at hand.
Bother someone else.
Please. Oh my god, dude, they're not. You know what? Blight. Do we have a blight potion? Cause this is just not working out. The gods are not with us today. Okay, we did not in fact have any blight potions. Holy moly. Can we buy some? We need to purchase your strongest potions, potion seller. Wherever you are, because I do not know where you are. I am lost inside of your building. Down here, I believe, is a room. Okay, she does not wish to converse in immersion things. Do I try it one more
You waste
time?
your time.
You know, we do have
Go away.
hella money. Please, pretty please. Oh, thank the gods. Okay, he finally fucking fixed me. Whoever this god is. Tiber Septum himself had to intervene in that one. Like, alright, I forgot what I was doing in here. Going to Caldera. My ass has got to sell stuff to Creep before I forget. I'm a creeper. I'm a merchant. I don't know why I'm in a house with orcs. That's what I imagine is going through his mind. I cannot believe anything else would be going through his mind, if anything, other than the sound of coin. But he is a funny lad.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Do you think Creep enjoys a pastry or two? Sorry, I'm thinking a lot about Creep. Creep lives like rent-free in my mind. He is my boy.
Say your words.
Ah, to you too, friend. Alright, how do we do this? What do we exactly wish to sell? We have Helmet of Demon. Bound gloves for 60. Seize on self. I don't even know what that means. I imagine that has to do with throwing hands. Some kind of glove that lets me punch harder or something. I don't know. You know, Morrowind is a dog shit place to live in because there's no bakeries anywhere. You know, I didn't think about that actually. I forgot this place can't, like, it can barely grow anything. You get armor? Oh, you get armor from this. I see. I see indeed. Is it good armor? Because I might keep it then. Just to pop the... if I ever get into a bit of a scuffle that's a little too rough. Definitely selling this. And then Amulet of Shadows, Belt of Nuck, Ring of Healing, Wizard Fire. We got a lot of things we could sell, but how do we do the thing? I kind of forgot how we do the thing. Give him this, because that's a lot of money. Honestly, I don't think we're even going to need to do our usual tricks, because I think he's got enough money to buy our stuff just normally now. I forgot how much money he has. let me see. Okay, he has 5k, so we are in fact gonna need to do the funny trick. Want your hands? That's just the gloves. Oh, okay. It's just gloves. No shade to silt striders, but imagine trying to sleep every night with them blasting outside your window. Yeah, I don't imagine the the presence of a silt strider, there we go. Is, you know, yeah, I would love that. I love those guys. Those guys are like so, they're just big fellas, you know? I love them. I would wake up to the sounds of their calls, and I would go to sleep to the sounds of their calls, all the same. Okay, give him that. We're gonna need to buy hella stuff. Hella stuff in order to make all this money back. We need to go all the way down to 5,000, right? That's how that works. Go all the way down to 5k. I am remembering things correctly. What else can we buy? Geez, he's got a fucking... Can take that. Take this. Take these helmets. Take, I'm trying to grab up the expensive stuff. 90 something. This is 15k, so that's 1500. Sorry. Yoink that. Another thing of 1500. Another thing that's 1500. $500. Selling all of this back to him is gonna take forever, by the way. And I apologize for that. But it must be done. For the sake of monetary gains. What if I took a bunch of these arrows? These are like 6 per thing, so... Okay, even that doesn't really cut it down by all that much. These are 5, these are 6. How many of those are there? 50 of them. 50 of these. Okay, we're getting closer to 5,000. We're very close. Just a little bit more. Alright, now give him back a certain amount of arrows. I don't know mathematics, so we're just gonna guesstimate how much I need to return to him. Okay, that was close. My mathematicianing is pretty close to good. Okay. We're on the right path, right, Knuckles? I bring it back down until the total sold is 5k, and then I go back and then basically resell the stuff I bought from him to him till I'm out of the stuff that I bought, which this time around happened to be a lot. When you're mething instead of mathing, understandable mix-up, understandable mix-up. Honestly. Any who claim not to understand that situation are simply lying. I keep telling you, it doesn't have to be 5,000 exact. It can be under, just as long as it's not over 5k. Okay, so at 5k. The answer is yes, Knuckles. I have to be exact, otherwise my brain is going to kill me. Okay? That's how this works, buddy. That's how this works. Okay. Now we gotta wait 24 hours. 24 hours. That's not the button. Alright, buddy. What else do we wish to sell? Right, we have this bow. Do we sell the bow? I mean, a creeper. Yeah. He's just a silly guy. I love this guy. He's so silly. He does kind of need to file his nails, though, both on his feet and his hands. Okay, I think I sold a little too much. Let's... apparel. Let's see, 500, and then go to weapons, and then give him 20 arrows in return. Wait again. 5 million hours. 5 years later. Looking ass situation. Look at the bow's enchantment. Don't sell it? Well, I will look at it. I need to look. Damage agility 20 points on target. Does that really matter to ones such as myself? When I barely use anything other than my devil spear? Maybe not. But I don't know, actually. Would that be kind of good? That's permanent? Oh. Now that does kind of change things. It could be... The issue is I don't have anything... I don't even know what my stats in bow are, like in the most basic sense. It's a creeper. Aw, man. Life to this scamp. Yes. I will nod and pretend like I know what the hell we're talking about. My brain cells just need to catch up a little bit. That's all. I promise. These are both 500, so sell that. Sell the helmet, and then what else? What else is like 100? Okay. Arrows, 9. Draining an enemy agility means you destroy their chance of hitting you or dodge your attacks. You know what? On certain mother truckers in Daedric temples, that actually would be pleasant. Some of them bitch-ass motherfuckers just be dodging shit. Okay, magic... Treacherous. Treacherous little beans. I want a boat. I don't know why, once again. Look at how excited is he. He's so hyped up, bro. Hello, Caldera. I'm here all week. What a shap. What a shap. You have a lot of money. You could always train marksmen. True. True, true, true. No truer words have been spoken since the time of the ephemeral Astua. Who is that person? Don't worry about it. I don't know either. I just speak words that sometimes kind of make sense. How much for like 20? Okay. Give him a little bit more. Close. Lock 20 to 80 points in 1 feet on target. What does that even mean? Ay, 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 no llores. Ta, 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 ta. Give him that. I forgot I have these like random little rubies and whatnot I can sell as well. I don't know if he takes them though. That's the issue, because he sometimes does not take certain things. Creep is not picky, but he does have some things even he will not be willing to buy. Do 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 do. I gotta say, the music I enjoy in this game. Wizard's Fire, drain health. I don't really need this other magical stuff, honestly. I've been carrying this engraved sign of healing for a while, but do you feel a stealth archer build coming? This is not Skyrim, okay? We are a fighter, we are a mighty Nord warrior, and we shall remain such until we fucking perish at the hands of age. Assuming our character doesn't do something that makes them immortal later on, I don't know. Oh, okay, that's a lot back. Take this back, maybe? Sell that item, sell this, sell... Well, funny about aging, you won't spoil it. Alright, you goober. Alright, I see you. Keep your secrets. Expensive ring. He does not wish to buy the expensive ring. He says that shit don't mean anything to me, son. And I said, okay, I respect the hustle. I like how I'm using the arrows as like change. that's just what the arrows boil down to. They're pennies to me. Pennies in exchange for his infinite wealth and knowledge and wealth and humorous commentary and wealth. Wealthy motherfucker. What is he even doing here? His benefactors must love him though. About that. even Horai. Aurai. Sorry, just pronouncing your name in many different ways is fun. What else do I have to sell? Let me just... Flame Atronach, I'll keep that. Invisibility Scroll, I'll sell that. Lesser Domination, I'll sell that. Scroll of Lord Malice's Vengeance. And then it just gives you like a bunch of bounced armors, I assume. Go ahead. Gem Feeder, we don't really need those. Frost Guard, resist frost, yeah, we're fine. Scroll of something seal, which I kind of don't understand. Rally humanoid, 20 to 50 points. Rally creature. Fourth barrier, fifth barrier. Psychic prison. I can summon a scamp. Just summons random ass fucking scamp. I'm gonna sell that. Just because it's funny. Also, yo, how deep am I in the sauce? if you wish for me to regurgitate information, it's gonna come out a little sloppy, but I do know a fair amount. Not everything, though. I would say I'm, like, still above, like, the waters, if that makes sense. Like, I know about the guy that kind of went ham on the elves back in the day with the gem in his chest. Or, was it a gem in his chest? Some shit like that. Okay, who's Jagar Tarn, then? I don't fucking know. What else was I selling? He will take the gems. He will not take the gems. Fake fan? Come on. That one guy. Listen, it's a bit of a difficult thing to remember. You know how many names there are in this fucking story? Too many, man. Too damn many. Tarn. I'm trying to see if that genuinely, like, sparks any memory in my head. Tarn. Because I might be confusing it. I don't want to be confusing it with, like, another character. I don't know if that's Tarn, though. I remember something about how, for a while, like, the lineage of the Emperor got, like, pushed aside for... Because there was, like, some people... I think we actually read about it in this game. Maybe, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I watched a video on it. Like, the Empire fought some folks, and then the Emperor of that time incorporated those people into the fold and into their military. And then, like, a couple hundred years later, like, one of those specific people basically kind of became the Emperor in everything but name. I forgot why. I think it's because the Emperor of the time got murdered. And then they basically ruled as pseudo-emperors for a little while. Kind of forgot that whole debacle. It was like some specific race of people. Or I guess culture of people would be more accurate, considering that their people as a ethnicity kind of didn't exist after a while. You're close, but not quite. Damnation. The Thalmor? No, not the Thalmor. Is that who you're... No, not the Thalmor. The Thalmor are the elves. They weren't elves. Jagarthorn, the villain of the first... Okay. Well, how am I supposed to know about the first game? I didn't even play that. First fire. With them crusty nails. Like, hello? Crusty, yeah, nails. Ew. Nasty. Wizard Ring of Fire. And anything else do I gotta sell? I'm just making sure there's nothing I'm leaving behind that I may have forgotten about. For the most part, Scroll of Insight, Fortify Intelligence on Self. I'll sell that off. Keep those two things. Sell that. Sell that. And I think that's basically everything. Although it doesn't feel like everything. Did we buy a couple of bottles of stuff? I think we may have. I mean, even if we didn't, we can still sell a couple of things. Oh yeah, Ancient Dagoth Brandy. I'm still carrying that. He locked the Emperor in his own realm of oblivion and used illusion magic to take the Emperor's form. Yo, ancient Dagoth Brandy from my comic. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot you literally had that in your comic. Girl had no business having a manicure. What other things? I remember I bought... You know what? Sell him the skooma. Didn't know I bought the skooma, but you know. Sell the grief. Sell the flint. Well, no. Flint is kind of useful for us, actually. I'll keep the flint. That's what we bought, the Cyrodiilic thing. Pretty sure that's all. Okay. I do have to skedaddle real quick to the restroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Also, speaking of Elder Scrolls lore, wasn't there a guy that, like, came back to Tamriel with, like, a bunch of dragons from some other place? I remember that. Reading that or hearing that somewhere. I think he just went to, like, another continent and just, like, came back with them. Like, in some attempt to invade and conquer the place. I don't remember all that much. You mean Uriel Septim the 5th? I don't know. You don't think that's canon? Eh. You never know. You never know. Honestly, what even is the canon? Like, what at this point is the canon? Okay, it's weird that my strength hasn't fixed itself in a while. I guess we'll go to the local... I should have, like, just fixed it at the one shrine I was at. I don't know why I didn't.
Go ahead, stranger.
What other pieces of lore do I remember? There's a term for...
I'm waiting.
Well, isn't there like a dead god that people think maybe certain people during history, like the one guy that went around and murdered a bunch of elves wholesale. Like, some people think he's he's like a reincarnation of a certain dead god or something like that. I forgot the specific term they use for him, or, well, in one of the songs that they sing of him. There's a term for it, but I kind of forgot.
Speak, traveler.
Oh, I'm glad my acrobat skills decided to increase.
What was that?
I don't think there was a thing in this place, right? A shrine. Last I remember, anyhow. Our Lord Khan. Lorcan. Lorcan my Gorkin. Oh, I'm stuck. Nope. Okay, that's just me walking against a wall. Never mind. I was not, in fact, stuck. I was free to go wherever I wished to be. I am really scraping the barrel for
Yes, friend.
for all the knowledge I know. Because the only other things I know for sure are like Skyrim-related things, and that's about it.
Make it quick.
Where do we even want to go? Right, we have to look for fucking lorkening it. We have to look for the stuff, the secret prophecies or whatever the hell. Is that gonna be? I feel like that's gonna be over in Vivek.
Let's hear it.
And I still need to look for like a shrine at least, unless I want to buy another potion of strength restore, which I could. Let's see if she's got any. Like, I know I have one, but I'm just making sure I can get myself another one. Okay, she got nothing. Where the hell
Speak,
do I
traveler.
go to leave? This way, I assume. We're gonna be stuck in this bloody city
Okay,
for
I'm listening.
too long. Wasn't there a
Watch yourself.
bookseller that could possibly... Well, no, because they said... We were told that the people at the temples would have the knowledge, so that would mean we need to go all the way to the south of Vivek City, I guess? I stipulate. I hardly come to a conclusion that is satisfactory to my wondering thoughts, but we will go there, because I know nowhere else where such knowledge could lie. Why would the temples give you that information, though? They will not, which is why we're going to steal it. So you're gonna break into the Forbidden Library? I'm pretty sure we've done it once before. Maybe. Listen, I don't know what other options we really have. We're a fighter, our yap abilities are not too grand, and, well, can't we pretty please our way to this library? You know, we might be able to give a little bit of lip service, but, I have doubts about that working. Listen, if they have any problems, they can talk to literally anyone else but me. I do not care for their woes. They are elves and I am a Nord. I already drew them as the Soyjak and myself as the Shad. Okay, I think this is the Justice area. Yeah, Hall of Justice, and then the other one is the Hall of Not Justice. The Baghdad House of Wisdom. Oh, you just gotta look for this little library. Okay, that's the Library of Vivek, the normal one. The Forbidden Library is somewhere.
What was that? Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Bro has beef with me, just walking around. I respect it. No, I don't. I do not respect him at all. Forbidden Library is underground, hidden under a trapdoor. I see. I see. Where would a trapdoor be in these parts?
Say if you're here for trouble, you'll get more than you bargained for.
I'm afraid this will take a while, longer than most are willing to deal with. Which is understandable. Hall of Justice. Is it in the Hall of Justice? And somewhere down there? I feel like they would be the ones to keep the place guarded. It feels like that's something that makes sense to me. Yeah? Okay. See, my brain cells can fire at certain times of the day. Alright, let us see where they keep the lettuce stored. Turns out, maybe closer than I thought. Somebody lives here. Who's keeping a little place like this to themselves? I mean, I could sleep for a couple of hours. Oh, I've barely been able to sleep. That's the sewers, you fool. Listen, I can make mistakes. I am fallible. In your dreams, a tall figure in a golden mask spoke to you, Lord Nerevar Indoril. Hyrestania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 belied you, 3 betrayed you. 1 you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vorin Dagoth, Dagoth steadfast legiman, faithful friend, bids you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain once again, break your bonds, shed cursed skin, and purge the Enwa of Morrowind from Morrowind. Enwa this, Enwa that. How about you Enwa some bitches? What does that even mean? Yallo. I don't know, Yellow. You just speak certain words sometimes. That is true, Yellow, but we have to make sense of things. Quite so, quite so.
We're watching.
Get out of my way! Okay, that's just another... Why do they even have access to the... just the sewers from here? You think it's in the offices? We shall see. the office people.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, I do. I do
You
think.
want something?
I want you. I want you. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Say what you want.
It's not in this office. It's here? What do you mean it's here?
Say what you want.
Look,
Your
it's...
rules
What
are
trapdoor?
prepared.
There is no trapdoor in
See
this
if you
land.
Continue to
Oh,
bother me.
never mind. There is a trapdoor in this land. I'm just blind. Level 50. Can we enter the can I really please? Let's see. Can we talk to this man about the secret, the little place? Okay, he doesn't know much about anything. Blind. I am very blind, like a bat in the highest peaks of the sun.
I could kill that guy. Do you want something? Ruin.
I need someone to deliver my apologies for me, and you look like you have a way with words. Sure, let's see, apologies. I'm afraid I was rather drunk last night when I ran into Tribonius Artorius. Artorius? That arrogant fool. It seems that the drink took over my tongue and I called him a flathead. Now I have a horrid rash. No matter what I do, no matter how many potions I use or spells I cast, it won't go away. I've tried everything. If you give him my most sincere apology, maybe he'll make it go away. I'd pay you myself, but I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'll pay you 50 gold for your trouble. Sure. Good. Take this book to him and tell him I'm truly sorry. You'll find him in the Mages Guild here in Vivek. He's a rather powerful wizard, so I've learned. Yes, he made you have a rash. SMH. We're going to do a little silliness. I don't even have the skill to unlock that, so I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. I have to think on this, so I will go on the little mission to give the apologies on behalf of that man.
If you're here for trouble.
That's the fucker from the Mages Guild? The Mages Guild. We love the Mages Guild. Those nerds teleport me to where I need to go, and I appreciate that to the fullest extent. I will defend their honor, even though I've insulted them myself multiple times, and I will always continue to insult them as much as I can. You feel like the bookseller would be easier, but breaking into the secret library is kinda based. We would need a spell to unlock the door, because my lockpicking skills are not up to par, I'm pretty sure. It requires intelligence, and your boy does not have much of that. So I've learned. 34 intelligence, which means our max skill for such a thing. Security, which is 12, would be just 38, so we would not be able to unlock it with our own capabilities. We would need a spell, and to be honest, I have not come across a spell to unlock doors of any kind. So I am a bit sad. Not really, but I wish to express my disappointment somehow. That is what I said. A scroll. A spell. Whichever, you know, they call them spells, you know. Open lock scrolls are quite good. So you tell me, but I cannot find any. Wizards. Where are the wizards? Downstairs? Downstairs. So I believe. So they shall be. No, they're in the tippy top, aren't they? What am I doing here?
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
I gotta go through the other door. I kind of forgot about that. My sense of directions are minimal at best. The moment I have to think on it is the moment I admit that I am lost. You have a joke for me, the government. Ah, great one. The people need to hear this, Piccolo. No one's stopping you. Let me speak. No one's stopping you. I'm not a big fan of the government. I'm not a big fan. Me at the slightest inconvenience.
I'm listening.
Who's the person I have to look for in here? Other than, you know, okay. Trebonius. Mighty Trebonius.
Speak,
Where
traveler.
does he lie?
Watch this above.
Damn, Trebonius kinda tripped out, my brother. Look at you. Apologies. This book is from Terrer. Well, it's about time he learned some humility. I'm touched by the gesture nonetheless. Here's something for the rash of his, and a little something for you. Potion of Curing. Exclusive Rising Force Potion. Cool. I don't know what that does. Burger King foot lettuce. Every time you go into the Mages Guild. Sorry, just... What is wrong with me? Okay. Do you sell... No. Who sells scrolls? I need your words in written form. Mighty people of the word of magic. That's a spell person. Levitation? I see.
There is someone watching.
Speak freely, friend.
I can tell.
So what do you want?
Spells. Okay. You sell scrolls. Let's see. Bloodfire. Galum's Seal. Which doesn't seem to mean much to me. Scroll of Mage Wheel. Scroll of the Mage's Eye. Third barrier. Opens 40 to... No, that's untouch. What? Open 40 to 60 points untouch. Translate. Somebody translate what this means. Untouch. You have to be close to use it. Oh. So I can use this to open the door? You have to be close to the lock. Yeah, get that. But... Butts are for pooping. You have to... quick save before you use it. I see. I see. Let's see if you have any other things. You know, I have to try and see if I can at least... you know, I think I'm gonna need to go invisible, honestly. Because look, it will either be between 40 or 60. You need 50 and above. Roger. I am not a clanker, but, you know, I said that anyways. Let me take this little invisibility thing as well, just so that I don't get in trouble while I'm trying to go in there.
I'm waiting.
Submit to the three.
Funny walk.
Spirits and thy
Look at that
love.
boy go. Look at him go.
So what do you want?
Plug walk. Hibba hibba hitty hey, hitty 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 plug walk. I will be honest with you, I think I am losing it a little bit. If you couldn't tell already, my dearest kindred,
Watch yourself.
kindred little spirits of mine, I will put you all in a burrito of the blanket kind and proceed to swaddle you until you all fall asleep, individually, one by one. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it. I'm a strange entity like that. Impulses and whatnot, they be going loco. Loco. That reminds me of something. For Loco? No, there's some drink that I remember, but I've never had. I think it's literally called Four Locos or something like that. I must think on this. Oh, goodness gracious me. Back to the offices we go.
Spit it out or hit the road.
Hit the road,
Why
Jack,
disturb?
and then you come back no more. Yeah, alright, I'll hit the road. After I steal from
Watch
you.
yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
Listen, I'll have no trouble if you would just excuse me. What kind of armor do they have? I need to know, because it reminds me of bone mold a little bit, but at the same time, it doesn't look like bone mold all that much. It could be, though. Could it?
Spit it out or hit the road.
I don't know.
You talk too much, Outlander.
I haven't even talked to you, you stupid headed. Your head is like a triangle. Look at that shit. 1, 2, 3. Damn, brother. You should work for fucking Doritos and be on an ad. I need to quick save. I'm just gonna normal save. And then I'm gonna just kinda... I kind of forget that I need to go through here, this little scroll of stuff. Do not accidentally summon a fucking flame atronach in this room. I don't feel like that's gonna go very well. You can't get caught unlocking the trap door? Oh. Okay. No need for that then. Let's see. I don't know if I unlocked it.
Where is that slave?
Yol? What? What did I do? You didn't? Damn it. Alright. Here comes the 1,000,001 attempts. It is trapped also, so I don't really know what to do about that. Guess we'll just have to tank whatever the trap is. Ah, it's unlocked on the second try. I am mighty and cool. Why are you looking at me like that? I think he knows. Ow. Oh God, oh, my health is perishing at a very, 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 very scary speed. Hmm. Potion of curing, since I am poisoned. No, the potion of curing is for somebody else. Restore fatigue, disease resistance, health potion. Oh, brother, I don't know if this potion is gonna help me out. Check your bounty, see if it worked. My bounty? I don't even know how to check that. Restore personality. The spell, I don't know what the spell even does. Detect creatures, cure poison. I'm going to need that, like, right now. And then I should have probably done a little bit of an intelligent thing. Alright, we can only hope and pray that we live, because there's literally nothing else I can do. Don't you have a cure poison? I do. I drank one. This other one is spoiled, but that's okay. We will hope to live.
What?
We have
Why
lived.
disturb me?
I am alive. Thank the Nine for their promises of wealth and glory. And don't forget about my homeboy Talos. He's a real one. Can I just...
Where is that slave?
They keep looking at me, man. This is worrying me a little bit. Try it. Oh, well that worked out.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Well, I mean, they don't seem, mad. Don't get caught stealing the book. Okay, so we're allowed to be in here. We're just not allowed to be caught stealing. Great. I like how they just... my assumption is that they just assume I was allowed in here. They wouldn't know otherwise. I don't know what the book even is. Legendary Scourge. The Firmament. Floral of Tamriel.
Oh, no weakness or fault.
Nerevar at Red Mountain. That seems kind of important. You think the Ordinator literally says you're not allowed down here if you talk to him, but he also does nothing. Listen, it'd be like that, you know? He doesn't get paid enough to be concerned about my meanderings. Which, you know, I can respect. I'm gonna look around and assume it's not that piece of paper. Perhaps the Lost Prophecies. Yeah, Lost Prophecies. That's what we gotta look for. Lost Prophecies. There's either gonna be a book called The Lost Prophecies, or individual things will be the Lost Prophecies. Vivek and Mephala. Mephala is a funny little name, ain't it?
Oh, no weakness or fault.
The
Watch
Battle of
yourself.
Red Mountain.
We'll have
That's
no trouble.
different.
I can
Dagoth Ur's plans. That seems pretty damn important.
Your wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
Hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Legendary Scourge. Cult
Who's that
worship.
slave?
Reflections on the
You're
cult
not
worship.
wrong.
Maybe it's that. I mean, reading is different from stealing, so it shouldn't be an issue for me to read the stuff, right? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Correspondence of blah blah blah, Imperial Trader, Heartlands, as in Imperial citizens of other races tend to impersonal and informal relationships with their gods and spirits. For us, cults are first and foremost social and economic organizations. We think of the eight divines in the most abstract terms as powerful but in different spirits to be propitiated. Should be fine. Yeah. Should be. I don't think it's that. I'm a little curious about these plans. Temple scholars and ancient of the Inquisition of Lord Vivek. From interrogation of captured sleepers and other house cultists, from the study of manuscripts written by cultists and victims of dream-induced mania, from interviews with the Lord Vivek concerning historical campaigns against Red Mountain, and from broad conjectures and inferences made upon these materials, this is our best estimate of Dagoth Ur's motivations and objective in this most recent phase of his war upon Morrowind. Basic objectives. Establish a theocracy in Morrowind based on the worship of the newborn god Akulakan, second Numidium, so not the first, to be created by Dagoth Ur from the heart of Lorkhan, and a body constructed according to the principles of and rituals pioneered by the Dwemer Kagranak. Lorkhan! He's got his heart, that cannot be a good thing. Establish the ancient heirs of House Dagoth as the god priest of Akulakan, and the sixth house of Dagoth Ur as the dominant political power in Morrowind. Through charismatic conversion, unite the Dunmer under the guidance of Dagoth Ur to battle against the foreign animals who hold Morrowind in subjugation. I like how they refer to them as foreign animals. And like, I kind of forget that all the Dark Elves kind of hate the foreigners. All of them. Note, Dagoth Ur has apparently adopted the views and motivations of the Dwemer High Craft Lord Kagranak. In effect, he recapitulates the ancient blasphemous folly of the Dwemer. Okay. Expose the false worship of the tribunal and destroy the ecclesiastical authority and political power of the temple. Weird that they write this down. The false worship of the tribunal. So either the Inquisition is kind of like in the know, which I guess they would be since they're the Inquisition of this Vivek fellow. How much the dissident priest or the cultist of the Neverween may be controlled or influenced by the sixth house is in this regard is open to speculation. Or maybe they're just writing it from the perspective of, like, them, right? Rather than admitting anything. That could also be the case. Either or, honestly. These words, man. Extirpate all remaining individuals of inferior and mongrel races from Morrowind. Drive the Empire from Morrowind. Recover ancient territory stolen by Skyrim and Argonia. Ancient territory... How? Where's Morrowind on the map again? Is it close to the Argonian land? I kind of forget. Honestly. Like, okay, let's say Empire is here, right? Like, mainland Empire. Skyrim is up here. The Redguard place is this way. Listen, I don't remember where Morrowind is, okay? Like, on the map. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember where it is on the map. Argonians would be more down. Aren't they, like, down here? Like, in this direction? And then more... Okay, so Skyrim is here, and then right... Okay, I guess that makes sense now. Okay, thank you. Sorry. I just like I didn't remember where Morrowind was, because I remember like the red guards were kind of over here a little bit. They were like west. Yeah, west of the Empire, I guess. So they were like somewhere over here. And then there's the land over here, which I think is the Thalmor. No, Thalmor I think are more down here. Either one or the other. And then yeah, Skyrim, Empire, mainland, yeah. Extend the worship of Akulakan to all nations of Tamriel through subversion and conquest. Plans to establish and expand the 6th house. Phase 1, secure Red Mountain against the Tribunal intruders. Deny Tribunal access to the heart. Weaken the temple while securing Red Mountain for the creation of Akulakan. Keep the construction of the 2nd Numidium a secret. I mean, he's kind of failed at that. I don't know how, but you know. Create passive servants in ever-widening circles around Red Mountain and by broadcasting compulsions couched in dream imagery to susceptible subjects in their sleep. Establish a major operational base at Kalgoran for further operations in the Ash Wastes. Establish smaller bases near small port villages and lower-class waterfront districts in Vivek. Infiltrate and subvert smuggling syndicates. Recruit willing followers from disaffected populations, including the underworld, the poor, and rabid anti-imperial activists. Expand from smaller bases to other towns and villages and recruit and indoctrinate subjects made susceptible by dream sendings. Occupy abandoned towns and ruins and train corrupted cultists as raiders and irregular troops. Identify, discredit, and decimate possible sources of political resistance. Use assassination and terror to weaken, distract, and disrupt the legions and the imperial bureaucracy along with their Halalu sympathizers. Inspire population uprisings of the native poor against the foreign rich and powerful. Summon sleepers and dreamers to Dagoth to work on the 2nd Numidium. Inferring Dagoth perspectives. Dagoth thinks on a large time scale. For the most part, in the outside of time scale of the divine consciousness, he thinks that only obstacles of mythic scale are worth consideration. He believes he is fated to rule Morrowind, to free Morrowind of the Empire, and to become the new, hard-loving father of Morrowind. Given that perspective, the only opposing forces Dagoth worries about are the Tribunal, the Daedra, the Emperor, and the Incarnate. I guess that makes sense if he's so... what's the word? A bit of a narcissistic individual, you know? With the Tribunal's loss of Sunder and Keening, and with the diminishing resources of Vivek, Almalexia, and South Asil, Dagoth believes he has permanently gained a decisive strategic advantage. On a mortal's timescale, the battle may last for centuries, but the outcome is not in doubt. And Akulakan may be a device of dramatically reducing the timescale for a decisive victory. The myth of dynamic invisibility of the Emperor and the Empire has long been an unquantifiable and intimidating threat. What the hell does the myth of dynamic invisibility even mean? But recent rumors of unrest in Cyrodiil, of the Emperor's failing health, and the unsettled question of the succession. There's always a fucking unsettled question of succession. Like, these motherfuckers cannot just be like, this kid is going to succeed me. Nah. Like, I swear, most of the Empire's problems are succession-based. For no reason, too. I mean, like, there was, like, one case I can think about where there was a reason, and it was just because the guy fucked a lot, and that's it. Which, like, okay, succession problem makes sense then. But, like, this can't be a thing for, like, every damn emperor. Like, every other emperor has a succession issue. It doesn't fucking make sense. They just cannot, they cannot simplify the problem and fix it and make sure it doesn't happen. You would think the council that's there, too, would, like, help with that, because they don't want a civil war every other, like, fucking generation. It's the Empire, after all, I guess, you know? Have diminished the scale of that threat. Nonetheless, the revelation that the Nerevarine is a pawn of the Imperial intelligence handpicked and sent to Morrowind by the Emperor himself may cause Dagoth to considerable anxiety. Okay, so they know my ass is around here somewhere. The Daedra represent no coherent obstacle to Dagoth Ur. Nonetheless, their personal abilities and their influence upon their fanatic followers is considerable, their motives and actions obscure, and Dagoth Ur remains concerned about them. I mean, fair. You know, if you got like a sect of semi... I don't know if I refer to them as divine, but like, let's say divine in the sense of like mighty, powerful, immortal beings, right? If you got motherfuckers that just do shit at the most random times, as far as you can tell, for maybe understandable like reasons, but like you don't know when they're gonna do some shit, yeah, I'd be concerned too. The Incarnates represent Saint Nerevar, a mythic force that has previously defeated Dagoth Ur, and Dagoth Ur is obsessed with this threat. At the time, Dagoth Ur knew Nerevar personally, knew that he was a mortal man with faults and weaknesses. Dagoth Ur may have some hope of seducing or negotiating with Nerevar's reincarnation. Seducing, huh? Further, when Nerevar and the Tribunal defeated Dagoth Ur, they were strong and allied. Now the Nerevarine and the Tribunal are weak, opposed, and divided. Therefore, though the Nerevarine and the Tribunal represent the most serious threat to Dagoth Ur's plans, he still has good reason to believe that this time he will prevail. A recent timescale of Dagoth Ur's activities. Much of the following timescale is based on inferences from incomplete information. Before Second Era 882, Dagoth Ur and his kin lie dreaming beneath the sills of Red Mountain. Era 2, 882, Dagoth Ur and his ash vampires awake, refreshed, and emerge from Lower Red Mountain into the Hearth Chamber. Dagoth Ur ritually binds himself and his brethren as heart weights in a ritual of his own devising. First stages of construction of second new medium, conceived during the long sleep, are begun by heart weights and atronach constructs in a chamber near the heart of Lorcan. Keeping the second new medium project a secret from the Tribunal is a high priority. Okay, Samir, the Tribunal, arrive at Red Mountain for their annual ritual bathing in the heart's power. Dagoth Ur and ash vampires ambush the Tribunal. The Tribunes are driven away and prevented from restoring themselves with Kagranak's tools at the heart of Lorcan. Oh, okay. There's some pieces of we can garner something here, right? If our good boy Dagoth keeps himself and his heart weights bound to the heart, and these motherfuckers are going there. There's something there. There's something that has to do with the heart. And we know that the Lorcan bullshit chicanery is quite an important piece in this world. So, mayhaps it is the source of their godhood? You know, maybe sorta. Era 2, Second Era 882, Third Era 417. You're actually correct. I'm a fucking genius. I am the first found Lord of Knowledge. That's who I am. Intermittent Tribunal campaigns assault Red Mountain. So the Tribunal would really be like... they are probably sweating because their source of immortality is being basically gatekept from them. No wonder, like, Dagoth believes he's gonna win. He's basically got the place in lockdown, and he's not letting them rejuvenate themselves, essentially. So they're going to die, eventually. Or at least, if they remain immortal, I assume they have other powers associated with the heart and whatnot. From this point, all I'm doing is just basing assumptions off of this. Like, even if they remain immortal, they're either gonna be weakened over time, or they're just straight up gonna die. So, one or the other. Makes sense. He put a cock cage around the heart. Okay, that's certainly a way to phrase things. Not sure that's the way I'd phrase it per se, you know, but to each their own, as they say. Intermittent campaigns, the Tribunal and supporting forces seek to force access to the heart chambers, but are repeatedly driven back. Dagoth Ur recruits sleepers and dreamers through the dream-sending cultists are recruiting, okay, blah blah blah. Weaker cultists become corporous beasts, stronger cultists advance through stages towards the powers of the Ascended Sleepers. So he's basically got his own little gang of rather powerful individuals. Kogarun reoccupied by Dagoth Uthol and fortified as an advanced base for the 6th House operations. Blight storms more frequent and widespread. Soul sickness spreads in regions close to Red Mountain. Yeah, he's got this place like in lockdown essentially. 6th House fort bases founded near Gnar, Mach, and in waterfront areas of Vivek. 6th House operatives exploit smugglers, organizations, and communications to spread their influence among victims, but unbalanced by Dagoth's Earth's dream sendings. You can't wait for a Kogarun? Kogarun. That sounds like a type of meal. I'll have one Kogarun. Small cells of 6th House cultists in every town in Vardenfell. Jesus. Large 6th House operations are concealed in remote dungeons where creatures are bred and cultists are trained for the coming struggle. I do wonder how strong these, like, cultists are, because if he's using the heart to power them up, that's definitely something. And even if he doesn't, I'm assuming he has, like, some pretty decent rituals to perform to make people hella strong, and, you know, considering the storms and all that jazz, like, sending normal troops in there is not gonna be an easy task. Alamexia and Sotha Sil loose the artifacts Keening and Sunder to Dagoth Ordros and Venmean. Dagoth Ordros. Huh. Vivek rescues damn, that name is hard. Almalexia and Sotha Sil, but failing to recover Keening and Sunder, the tribunal retreat from Red Mountain in disorder. Surviving Buoyant Armiger companions know the tribunal was forced to retreat, but do not know how serious a reversal the tribunal has suffered. The three tribunes return to their respective capitals and continue to perform their ritual functions. The tribunal continues to grow weaker without access to the heart, and because of resources required to support the ghost fence, the inner circle of the temple priesthood has begun to suspect the tribunes have suffered seriously from wounds and demoralization in the wake of reverses at Red Mountain, but do not recognize the scale of the problem. So they know something's up, but they don't know what exactly is up with their godheads, essentially. Third era, 426 to 427, campaign of the 6th House assassinations of prominent Imperial citizens and Halalu Imperial sympathizers, sudden increase in numbers and seriousness of attacks by cultists and victims deranged by soul sickness. Noted with concern, Dagoth can apparently perceive and communicate directly through his cultists. Sleepers and dreamers are often reported speaking as though with Dagoth voice and intention. I mean, that's pretty good power, honestly. Little is known about the feature, scale, or stage of completion of Akulakan, second Numidium. No one has gained entrance to the Heart Chamber since second era, and in third era, 417, Keening and Sunder were captured and may substantially aid in Akulakan's construction. They say second Numidium. I feel like the word Numidium itself is familiar, but I can't remember from what. Considering they mentioned the dwarves earlier, I'm assuming it has something to do with some bullshit they were doing the first time around, if this is the second Numidium. Some chicanery, you know the dwarves, they love to just build bullshit and try to become gods, you know, they're silly like that. And a little built different. Maybe a little built stupid, considering that they're all gone. Alright, most of them. Isn't there one still? I think they're like, I don't know if it's in this game, but I think I remember watching a video where there was one fat ass that had spider legs still somewhere. Neravara Red Mountain. I like how we're like just reading lore stuff. Yes, and you will meet him. Okay. The fat ass. We'll meet the fat ass eventually. We're supposed to be here for a specific task, and I'm just like, ooh, reading. Neravara Red Mountain. The following is from the Apocryph, the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. It is a scholarly retelling of a tradition transmitted through the Ashlanders concerning the battle at Red Mountain and subsequent events. Delicious lore, it is very tasty. The Ashlanders associate this tale with the telling of Alandro Sul, a shield companion of Nerevar, who came to live among the Ashlanders after the defeat of Nerevar and during the ascension of the Tribunal. Why the fuck? That's the thing that I don't know. I think we're gonna figure it out, but why? Because they were on the same side and defeated Dagoth together, from what we know. So, what the hell was up with them kind of shanking our boy Nerevar in the back? I guess we'll figure that one out. What is the book I'm looking for? Lost Prophecies. Something about Lost Prophecies. There are many variant treatments of this story, but the primary elements are consistent throughout the tradition. The murder of Nerevar, the tragic fate of Dagoth, and the profane source of the Tribunal's divine power are denied by temple doctrine as ignorant Ashlander superstitions and not widely known among civilized Dunmer. Oh yeah, about that. You get that later on this main quest, not right now. Oh. You kind of forgot? How are we gonna get it later, though? When this is the quest we're on. Trust the process? That doesn't help. That does not help at all. Restian, present-day Morrowind, was contested ground between two very different types of Myrrh. The Shimmer, who worshipped Daedra, and the Dwemer, who worshipped a profane and secret power. Myrrh. Just go to Callius? Okay. What is the word myrrh in reference to? I know that, ours. Aurea? Aurea. We're just gonna say our. We mentioned the elves? Okay. So myrrh is elves. The Shimmer, who worshipped the Daedra, and the Dwemer, who worshipped a profane and secret power. These two people warred with each other constantly until their lands were invaded by a young, vibrant, and violent alien culture, the Nords. Damn. Two heroes, one from the Shimmer and one from the Dwemer, Indoril Nerevar and Domek Dwarf Orc. Domek Dwarf Orc, what a name. Made peace between their people and together outstood the alien invaders. Then these two heroes worked long and hard to maintain that peace thereafter, though their counselors thought it could not last, or worse, that it shouldn't. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Almalexia. Oh! Almalexia was our girl? Interesting. So Thasil, Vivek, told him to claim all Risdane for his own, but Nerevar would not listen, for he remembered his friendship with Domek. There would be only peace. Until Dagoth arrived, House Dagoth had discovered the source of the profane and secret power of the Dwemer, the legendary heart of Dorkan, which Domek's people had used to make themselves immortal and beyond the measure of the gods. Your bitch of a wife. Okay. So, yeah, considering she is one of the tribunal, you know, she did stab us in the back. So wait, the Dwemer are elves? Technically? In this world? Or am I confusing names again? There's like so many... And so are the orcs. Really? So they're saying that the Dark Elves and the Orcs lived here then? Or is it just that they were referencing the Dark Elves and the Dwarves? Well, not the Orcs. Okay. So it's in reference to the Dwarves, right? Or the quote-unquote the Dwarves, right? The Dwemer. Unless, like I said, I might be confusing names. There's like a lot of names for the peoples that like fucking confuse me. Okay, the dwarves and the dark elves used to live here. Okay, that makes sense now as to why they were like, their tools and whatnot are here. Yeah, okay. Until Dagoth arrived, blah, blah, blah. In fact, one of their high priests, Kagranak, was building a new god so that the Dwemer could claim Resdain for their own. The tribunal urged Nerevar again to make war on the dwarves. There we go. Okay, see? They keep interchangingly, like, using the fucking names, and it confuses me. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumek, his friend of old, and asked if what Dagoth said was true, but Kagranak and the high priest of the Dwemer had kept their new god secret from their king, and Dumek said the Dwemer were innocent of any wrongdoing. Nerevar was troubled again, and made pilgrimage to Halomayan, the sacred temple of Azura, who confirmed that all that Dagoth said was indeed true, and that the new god of the Dwemer should be destroyed for the safety of not only Resdain, but for the whole world. When Nerevar went back and told his tribunal what the goddess had said, that's the dark elf goddess, I know that one because of all of the naughty things made by people. His queen and generals felt themselves proven right and again counseled him to war. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Shimmer had hated each other forever. Finally, Nerevar, angered that his friend Damak would lie to him, went back to Vardenfell. This time, the Shimmer King was arrayed in arms and armor and had his hosts around him, and he spoke harshly to Damak, dwarf orc. King of Red Mountain, you must give up your worship of the heart of Lorcan, or I shall forget our friendship and the deeds that were accomplished in its name. And Damek, who still knew nothing of Kagranak's new god, but proud and protective as ever of his people, said, "We shall not relinquish that which has been our way for years and beyond reckoning, just as the Shimmer will not relinquish their ties to the lords and ladies of Oblivion. And to come at my door in this way, arrayed in arms and armor with your hosts around you, tells me you have already forgotten our friendship. Stand down, my sweet Nerevar, or I swear by the 15 and 1 golden tones, I shall kill you and all your people." God damn, that is a threat. And so the Shimmer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but the bravery and cleverness of Nerevar's queen and generals drew most of Damak's armies out into the field and kept them there, so that Nerevar and Dagoth could make their way into the heart chamber by secret means. Wait, isn't he the... Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, hold on. Okay, so discovered the plan, the stuff that was being done. And he went and told the Nerevar. Okay. I got a little confused there. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. There, Nerevar met Damak and the Dwarf King, and they both fell from grievous wounds. Dagoth slew Kagranak and took the tools of the Dwemer used to tap the power of the heart. He went to his dying Lord Nerevar and asked him what to do with these tools, and Nerevar summoned Azura again, and she showed them how to use the tools to separate the power of the heart from the Dwemer people. And on the fields, the tribunal and their armies watched as the Dwemer turned into dust all around them as their stolen immortality was taken away. Back in Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth to protect the tools in the heart chamber until he returned. Dagoth said, "But shouldn't we destroy these tools at once, so that they might never be used for evil again?" But Nerevar was confused by his wounds and his sorrow, for he still loved Damak and the Dwemer people, and so went to the fields outside of Red Mountain to confer with his queen and his generals, who had foreseen that this war would come and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth, until I return." Then Nerevar told his queen and generals all that had transpired on the Red Mountain and how the Dunmer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and of the wondrous powers of the heart of Lorcan. The tribunal decided that the Shimmer should learn how to use this power so that Nerevar might claim Resdain and the world for their people. Nerevar did not expect or want this, so he asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azra yet again for her guidance. But the tribunal had become as greedy as Kagernak upon hearing of the power of the heart, and they coveted it. They made ritual as if to summon Azra as Nerevar wanted, but Amalexia used poisoned candles, and Sothasil used poisoned robes, and Vivek used poisoned invocations. Nerevar was murdered. Damn. Poisoned his candles, poisoned his clothes, poisoned his fucking ritual. Just his incantations, like what the fuck? Then Azura came forth anyway and cursed the tribunal for their foul deeds. She told them that she would use her powers over Dust and Dawn to make sure Nerevar would come back and make things right again. But the tribunal laughed at her and said that soon they would be gods themselves and that the Shimmer people would forget their old ways of worship. And Azura knew that this would be true and that it would take a long time before her power might bring Nerevar back. What you have done here today is foul beyond measure, and you will grow to regret it, for the lives of gods are not what mortals think, and matters that weigh only years to mortals weigh on gods forever. And so that they might know forever their wicked deeds, Azura changed the Shimmer into Dunmer, and their skin turned ashen and their eyes into fire. Let this mark remind you of your true selves, who, like ghouls, fed on the nobility, heroism, and trust of their king. And then the tribunal went into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth. Dagoth saw that what had been done, for his skin had changed as well, and he tried to avenge the death of Nerevar, but to no avail. He was driven off and thought dead. The tribunal found the tools he had been guarding and, through study of Kagernak's methods, turned themselves into gods. Thousands of years after their apotheosis, the tribunal are still the gods of Morrowind, and the old ways of worship are remembered only by a few. And the murder of Nerevar is known to fewer, but his queen and generals still fear his return, for the words of Azra linger long, and they see the mark of her curse on their people every day. Well, we learned about all that sooner than I thought we would. So she really said, y'all are bitch made, I'm gonna bring this motherfucker back. And he's gonna fuck y'all up. Fuck him. Fake gods, right? Bitch ass motherfuckers. Bitch ass motherfuckers. And our boy. So our homeboy, Dagoth. No wonder he wants us to come back to the mountain. Like, he's like, you're back? His ass has been waiting and guarding this shit forever at this point. Well, not forever, but like, you know, he came back and like technically is doing what we asked of him oh so long ago. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. Like, his ass just came back to basically finish the mission. You know, and do a little more technically, because we know, you know, from the Inquisition's letter.
Wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
What was the other thing I wanted to... There's the Battle of Red Mountain itself.
If you're here for trouble, you'll get more bargain for.
The rise and fall of the tribunal. The following transcription of the Lord of Vivek addresses the dissident priests Malor Omain, who confronted Vivek with the Ashlander traditions surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, and with prophecies of the Nerevarine, and to unnamed magistrates of the Inquisition who joined Vivek in interrogating the dissident priest. Who can clearly recall the events of dissident of the distant past, but you have asked me to tell you, in my own words, the events surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, the birth of the Tribunal, and the prophecies of a Nerevar reborn. Here is what I can tell you. When the Shimmer first abandoned the herds and tents of their nomadic ancestors and built the first great houses, we loved the Daedra and worshipped them as gods. But our brethren the Dwemer scorned the Daedra and mocked their foolish rituals, and preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. So the Shimmer and Dwemer were always at bitter war until the Nords came and invaded the Risdane. The Nords really just came and messed shit up, huh? What gods were they worshipping? Now, I'm a little curious about those, the supposed logical gods that they worship. Only then did the Shimmer and Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out the invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Shimmer and General Damek of the Dwemer, who had come to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their peoples. In that time, I was but a junior counselor to Nerevar, and Nerevar's queen, Almalexia, and his other favorite counselor, Sothath Sil, always doubted that such a peace might long live, given the bitter disputes between Shimmer and Dwemer. But by negotiation and compromise, Nerevar and Damek somehow managed to preserve a fragile peace. But when Dagoth Lord of House Dagoth, and trusted as a friend by both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that High Engineer Kagernak of the Dwemer had discovered the heart of Lorcan, and that he had learned how to tap its powers, and was building a new god, a mockery of Shimmer faith and a fearsome weapon. We all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and to destroy this threat to Shimmer beliefs and security. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Damek and asked if what Dagoth said was true, but Kagernak took great offense and asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Nerevar was further troubled, and made pilgrimage to Halamayan, the sacred temple of Azura. And Azura confirmed that all that Dagoth said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god of the Dwemer should be prevented at all cost. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess had said, we felt our judgments confirmed and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust in friendship, and reminding Nerevar of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Shimmer against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. Then Nerevar went back to Vardenfell one last time, hoping that negotiations and compromise might once again preserve the peace. But this time the friends Nerevar and Damek quarreled bitterly, and as a result, the Shimmer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortresses at Red Mountain, but Nerevar's cunning drew most of Damek's armies out in the field and pinned them there, while Dagoth and a small group of companions could make their way into the heart chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar, the Shimmer King, met Damek, the Dwarf King, and they both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. With Damek fallen and threatened by Dagoth and others, Kagernak turned his tools upon the heart, and Nerevar said he saw Kagernak and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. In this instant, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace, but Kagernak's tools remained, and Dagoth seized them, and he carried them to Nerevar, saying, "That fool Kagernak has destroyed his own people with these things. We should destroy them right away, lest they fall into the wrong hands." But Nerevar was resolved to confer with his queen and generals, who had foreseen that this war would come and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had the wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth, until I return." So Nerevar told Dagoth to protect the tools and the hearth chamber until he returned. Then Nerevar was carried to us, where we waited in the slopes of Red Mountain, and he told us all that transpired on the Red Mountain. What Nerevar had said was that the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and that the heart of Locan always held wondrous powers. Only later did we hear from the others present that Dagoth had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal, and no one knows for sure what really happened there. I wonder why Nerevar thought they were made immortal if he literally saw them disappear. I mean, it could just be the confusion from the wounds or something, I don't know. It's just a strange, like, discretion? Not discretion, what's the word I wish to use? Discrepancy? I don't know. It's just strange that that's how that went down. He told them they were made immortal, despite literally telling Dagoth, yeah, I saw them fucking disappear. Unless I misread this part. No, Nerevar said he saw Kagernak and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. So he did see them disappear. I guess maybe it's just his assumption that, like, when they disappeared, they became immortals? Because, you know, the gods... I mean, I suppose they can be physical, but, like, generally aren't. So maybe that's, like, his thought process was, oh, they vanished, they must have become gods because, you know, the gods don't just constantly show in the mortal world or something. I don't know. I can't tell what his thought process was. After hearing Nerevar, we gave our counsel as he requested, proposing we should preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Shimmer people. And who knows, perhaps Dwemer are not gone forever, but merely transported to some distant realm from which they may someday return to threaten their security once again. Therefore, we need to keep these tools, to study them and their principles so that we may be safe in future generations. And though Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, he was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition, that we all together should swear a solemn oath upon Azura that the tools would never be used in the profane manner that the Dwemer had intended. We all readily agreed and swore solemn oaths at Nerevar's dictation. So then we went with Nerevar back into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth. Dagoth refused to deliver the tools to us, saying they were dangerous and we could not touch them. Dagoth seemed to be irrational, insisting that only he could be trusted with the tools, and then we guessed that he had somehow been affected by his handling of the tools, but now I feel sure that he had privately learned the powers of the tools and had in some confused way decided he must have them for himself. Then Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Somehow Dagoth and his retainers escaped, but we gained the tools and delivered them to Sothasil for study and safekeeping. Okay, so that's what went down. Dagoth basically got possessive over the tools, and so he had to be forcefully rid of them, or rid of his, you know, handling of them. Why? Why was he so unwilling to give them over? I mean, I could easily assume that, like, Dagoth did not trust the council already, and so even if Nerevar came back with the council and was like, alright, give us the tools, he's just like, nah. Like, I could kind of see that, or like they said, like this guy said, it could be that something happened, he learned something, and it kind of messed with his psyche a little bit. Maybe. Like, either case could be legitimate. I guess that would depend on your biases about Dagoth and his intentions and how loyal he is. I don't know. You cannot know for sure type of thing. Not until we really talk to the guy himself. For some years, we kept the oaths we swore to Azura with Nerevar, but during this time in secret, Sothasil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries, and at least he came to us with a vision of a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles, and health and prosperity for the commoners, with the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides, and dedicating ourselves to this vision of a better world, we made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain and transferred ourselves with the powers of Kagernak's tools. And no sooner than we had completed our rituals and begun to discover our newfound powers, the Daedra Lord Azura appeared and cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers of prophecy, she assured us that her champion, Nerevar, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our perfidy, and to make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used to mock and defy the will of the gods. But Sotha still said to her, the old gods are cruel and arbitrary, and distant from the hopes and fears of Myr. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of the flesh, and wise and caring for the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding, inconsistent spirit. We are bold and fresh and will not fear you. And then in that moment, all Shimmer were changed into Dunmer, and our skins turned to ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at the time that this had happened to us, but Azura said, this is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate, and the fate of your people, and all the Dunmer shall share your fate. From now to the end of time, you think yourselves gods, but you are blind, and all is darkness. And Azura left us alone in darkness, and we were all afraid, but we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build the new world of our dreams. So it wasn't her. I mean, okay, the whole this is not my act but your act could just be her saying you did this to yourselves. I was gonna say, like, did she not then do that to them? But like I said, that phrasing there could easily be her just saying you did this to yourself. Not in like a literal sense, but in the sense of like, you know what I mean. Although it would be interesting if they, making themselves immortal, did genuinely just do all of that, turn them all into Dunmer. And she's just like, bro, you see, there's consequences to this shit. And you didn't even know. And the new world was shaped was glorious and generous, and the worship of the Dunmer fervent and faithful. The Dunmer were at first afraid of their new faces, but Sotha still spoke to them, saying that it was not a curse but a blessing, a sign of their changed natures, and a sign of the special favor they might enjoy as new Myr. No longer barbarians trembling before ghosts and spirits, but civilized Myr, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. And we were all inspired by Sotha Sil's speech and vision and took heart. And over time, we crafted the customs and the institutions of a just and honorable society in the land of Resdain, new millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity unknown to other savage races. But beneath Red Mountain, Dagoth had survived, and even as the light of our bold new world shined ever more brightly, beneath Red Mountain, the darkness gathered, a darkness that was close to kin to the bright light as that Sotha Sil coaxed from the heart of Lorcan with the tools of Kagernak. My mouth is getting dry reading so much, holy shit. As the darkness grew, we fought it and crafted walls to confine it, but we never could destroy it, for the source of the darkness was the same source as the source of our own divine inspiration. And in these later days of Morrowind, latter or later days of Morrowind, reduced to a subjugated province of the Western Empire, as the glory of the temple fades and the dark tides rises from Red Mountain, we are reminded of Azura and her promised champions returned. We have waited, blind and in darkness, mere shadows, drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, and in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the Outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old champion Nerevar reborn, or a pawn of the Emperor, or a catspawn of Azura, or some simple twist of fate, but we insist you adhere to temple doctrine and conform to the strictures dividing the Hierographa from the Apographa, and that you will not speak that which must not be spoken openly. Act as dutiful priests should, in accordance with your vows of obedience to the canons and archcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Okay. They are in the found out stage of fucking around, basically. They really are. This is the beginnings of their finding out stage. You are so right. That is a great way to put it. Honestly, bro? Dude, Bethesda wrote this? Like... I can hardly believe they did. All things considered. Man, I want some meat. Like, I need some, like, steak after that. Is that a weird thing to say?
To the three.
Yeah, this,
spirits and thy lords.
Sorry, I just got given some, like, unconsensual ASMR by this fucking guard. This was when Bethesda was still good. You look at this, and then you look at Fallout. It's sad. Man, don't remind me about Fallout, man. Just don't. I loved Fallout so much. My first Fallout was fucking Vegas, of all things. And then, you know, I played a little of 3, but I didn't finish 3, which is a little blasphemous. So, you know. You know where my loyalties lie, so to speak. Can you get out of the way, please? I'm trying to pass. Please. Ma'am, I need to go. I want to one day actually go to, you know how, like, here in the States, you know, like, whenever, like, once, I think they have, like, a yearly celebration at New Springs, where, you know, people go there, you know, all dressed up and whatnot. And I want to go there one day, because I just feel like that would be so cool. Is it New Springs? I can't remember necessarily, but, you know, the town that they based off of, the real town. Maybe you can levitate out of there? I got this, you know, I walked past her.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Good Springs. There we go. Good Springs. New Springs. Where the hell did I get that from? But yeah. I want to go to Good Springs someday. All dressed up and whatnot. As like a little raider or something. That would be fun. Only during the, like, the yearly, like, celebration. You know, the once a year fucking thing they do over there. A little fuck-ass raider. Show up as fucking cook. just start talking random shit. Time to go see my boy Caius. We are indeed headed to Caius. Caius reminds me of Caiaphas Cain, only in name, not in attitude. Their names are just, they both, you know, K, you know, Caiaphas Cain, Caius, K. Man, I really want a steak. I want a steak. Oh, hello? Issues. Help me. What's happening? A little bit of a conundrum, I see. You know, I think this is fine. I think we will make it. Oh, just gotta maybe. Oh boy. I got this. I'll free myself of my confines. Okay, I will not free myself of my confines. Whoa there. Did you clip through the floor? I think so. I don't know how, but I am in the floor. I am a part of the floor now. No. Maybe I can levitate? Yeah. You had the same idea. Up. There we go. That indeed has worked. Your genius shall be forever trusted. It's still Bethesda game after all. Very true. Look at us making the mistake of praising Bethesda a little bit. Can you imagine some guard just turns the corner and you see some fuck-ass Nord flying around very slowly? Just like, what the hell? You know, I'm pretty sure we've spent most of this stream just reading. well, first figuring out how to get into the secret library there, and then just reading. What a wonderful stream. A lore stream, right? This is just a lore stream. Not a single quest done, because I still did not go back to the guy who was over there in the library, and I was supposed to give him the cure, but I didn't. Oh well. Average Morrowind game session. Okay. Take me to Balmora, right? Balmora? Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price. I want meat. 0 quest, 10k gold acquired. 2 billion. Yeah, 2 billion cliff racers killed. Accomplishments, you know? We take the small victories we can. Those cliff racers shall rue the day that they mess with the mighty nut. Mightiest of Nords.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
You've spoken with Sulimatul and Nabani Maesa, and from what I I don't know why I started giving him that accent. From what they say, it sounds like you could really be the Neverine. That's just incredible, but I'll have to get used to the idea. Let me try to get the word to Mara Milo. Maybe she can find out whether the dissident priests have any lost prophecies, but in the meantime, I have a very tough assignment for you. Do you think you're ready? I'm a bad bitch. I'm ready for anything. Don't get overconfident, but it so happens that I agree. You're ready. But just in case, I'm going to give you 400 drakes before you head out. Just make sure you outfit yourself with healing potions, new gear, a little training, whatever you think you need the most. I like how he's very kindly this way. It's like, here's 400 drakes, and I'm out here carrying like 10k or more worth of money. Oh, this is the quest that makes you OP as fuck. That can make you OP as fuck. Broccoli. That is my way of saying that sounds good. And remember, if you get in trouble, back off, rest up, and go back fresh. Don't get cocky. I think this will be a tough one. Your mission. Fort Buckmoth sent a patrol to Narmak, hunting smugglers with 6th house connections. They found a 6th house base, a 6th house shrine, and a 6th house priest. Saying 6th house is like difficult. A priest named Dagoth Gares. Speaking to champion Reza Pulia at Fort Buckmoth, she'll tell you about the patrol and the 6th house base. Your orders: find the 6th house base, kill Dagoth Gares, and bring me a full report of the 6th house base. Roger that, Commandant. I'll tell you when it's time. I am ready to fight. I do wonder who we can get better armor from, though, because we've just mainly found the armor we have, but we haven't really been able to buy better armor. And it's not in the best of conditions. I mean, I could go around to some towns. We could do that mission next time on Saturday, I think is the next time we play the game. I think for now, I do want to take that, like, advice and just go around and buy stuff. Just to, like, stack up a little bit. Just in general. Just because it'd be kind of nice, although our weight is still kind of an issue. It's probably because we're carrying, like, a million fucking little bottles of random-ass potions, you know? Just a million different bottles. Won't be soon. I forgot where I can check my money. I think you can only do that when you're bartering, right? Let me, like, just fix up my strength, bro, because I haven't done that yet. I could do that at a shrine somewhere. Where... Shops are this way. I'm sure we can go to, like, another town as well while we're shopping for stuff and, end up at a, like, Imperial Shrine or something. Fighter's Guild, bookseller, armorer, okay. This armorer is not really gonna give me good shit. I remember his shitty bone in chitin.
Go ahead.
Heavy armor, medium shield.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
$78 from that. 59 from our orc helm. Drog. So we need to look for drog armor, basically. Flip, hail to thee. But, like, what's inside your horns? Do they store secrets? My horns are full of...
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
I don't know. It's definitely not extra brain power. That's for sure, because, you know...
That's unusual.
I showed that off right in that moment, whatever extra brain power I did have, just to come up with that lazy-ass answer. How are you doing? And I need to figure out where we could get more drow armor, because apparently that's better than my orcish helm.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short.
Can we pick
so
things up in this game like we can in Skyrim, or is that just not a thing? I gotta try it out. Just to, like, pick it up, run away, and then steal it. I guess I can try with, like... No, I don't think so. Just gonna pick up a random-ass little thing. Just put that back on the floor. We might need to fix up our weapons a little bit. Oh, one of them, really. This one's fine, this one's not. That's not how you do that. There we go. Cancel. What to do, what to do. Steal. We have stolen. I could try the invisibility spell and just yoink that. A robbery. I love performing robberies. Drow. What are drows? Have we seen a drow before? Because their armor seems, whatever their armors are, seem to be better than the orcish stuff I have. I mean, this is a shield, but, you know, just based off the helmet alone.
Where is that slave?
if I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
It's a water enemy.
What was
I
that?
see. I don't know if we can make armor in this game. But maybe if we come across them, it'll give... Either if I can manage to steal this... Nope, okay. No making armor. Damnation. Why is this just lying there? Does this guy just have like a
That's
hidden pair of
unusual.
yeah, he just has like a hidden pair of like orcish armor just there. And he has orcish boots. So there's two things for us to steal from him. His orcish boots and his helmet. Must buy it. You have so much money on you. But I want to steal. SMH. Does he even sell that in his Okay, he does. I have 11k to my name. Does he sell the boots? The orcish boots? Let me see. Natch leather. Iron. Chitin. He doesn't even sell the orcish boots. They're right there, though. I do not understand. I will buy this, but I will steal the boots because it is my right to do so as the stronger of the two of us. We look a little silly. Look at this fuck-ass dude. I kind of forgot what her face looked like. Good thing I have a spell for this occasion. It's Yol, it is indeed me. My glorious little face. There we go. Somehow he didn't notice the boots disappearing. He's a very focused man. Well, at least we technically got an upgrade in our armaments. Our armor, more like. We may look for more, though. Where do I wish to go? Okay, blah blah blah, 6th health. I know. He's been in my dreams. He wants me to go there. Dagoth is just sending the equivalent of fucking spam email in the form of people. Which place would have a... let's go to say the Neen.
Where would you like to go?
I haven't been here in a while. This is more of a trade person in general. I don't know if they have specifically an armorer. I guess we can check the trade house. No reason not to. And it's just like a tree. A husk of a tree, at least. Nothing interesting.
Let's hear it.
I'm also not 100% sure how to trade in this game, where it just seems like specific people have specific things, and that's it. I don't know if, like, over time, like, if you acquire certain things, you'll start seeing them in, like, shops and whatnot. That's a house. Where on the map are we? I'm curious. Okay, we're here. Pelagiad is over there. What do you mean what? That's how Skyrim has it working, where like if you get certain things, certain items at certain levels, or if you level up, it's like boom, new items start appearing in shops. Kinda, sorta. At least that's what I remember. I could just be making shit up. That's always a possibility. My memory is as fallible as any other. This is Morrowind, no such thing. Damnation. Smith, I mean, might have more armors. I don't know. Not really. I guess that makes sense. This is more of a weapons guy. The hell are these? Steel club. Clubbing it. Clubbing it like crazy. Clubbing hard. At least you don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either, because I feel like otherwise we would have seen orcish armor like earlier on. And like their shops and whatnot once we... Or at least orc related things, you know? So I don't think it works like that here. But a man can hope, and a man can dream. Dream a little dream of me. Da la 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 la. Bing 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 bing. Glass armor? Glass armor? What will she do?
Say your needs.
Kinda wish I had that invisibility spell right now. Might finesse that shit off her, but nah. It is what it is. What if I antagonize her? If I antagonize her and she tries to kill me, I can have her armor. I don't know if glass armor is medium armor though. I think it's light, right? That's about the only thing that makes sense in my brain. Because it's glass.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Glass armor is light. So, our objective is just find Drogue armor. Somewhere. We've managed to find one piece. The one piece is real. Can we get much higher? Not really. Not for a long while, at least. I suppose I could get potions from the potion seller. This is not what a potion seller ought to be. Where's my shrine? Maybe they don't have one here. They don't have shrines at all, now that I think about it. It's just like a place of worship. Shirtless motherfucker. We didn't really check Vivek. I guess we could as well. Where's the person I needed to speak to even at? I will worry about it next time around. More like more.
We make a special trip just for you.
Let's just
Same
see
low
what's around
price.
here. Oh, fuck ass nothing is around here. That's what's around here. Ah, there's this, I guess. Khajiit. Random Khajiit spotted. Jump on them. Ha! I pounce upon them like they would to me if I was a random creature that they pounce on. I don't know what Khajiit even eat, I'm gonna be honest. Some would pounce on a Khajiit for other reasons. We shall not discuss that. Food and drugs, very true. Drug-tacular creatures they are. I wonder how much drugs a Khajiit can intake before they overdose and die.
Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
Nandy. You're different.
It just stood there, holding its tail and whispering.
Steamy cat sex. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. That's a big mayhaps, you know? Temple. Stronghold. Stronghold may have something. Look at that sword, baby. Humana, humana. Why do you just have like a staff? Let's see, do you have anything hidden behind you? No. Apprentices, journeymans, random chest of a very high level. Probably has some good stuff in there. I say probably, but knowing this game, maybe not. Argonian slave. Many Argonian slaves. Rose is out here selling. Ah, food bowls. Interesting, interesting.
The prey approaches.
You don't ever say that when you're the one in shackles, brother. It's very foggy here. I just realized. Very foggy. I wonder why. Boat? Where can you take us, good sir? I feel like I'm just ending up in different places. Hala Oad, which I think is the further of the two.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
No, I mean, it's kind of close to places we've been. No, I think we straight up have been here. Actually. Maybe not, maybe not. It seems familiar, though. Swampy. Very swampy. Either way, my kindred, sweet little things you are, I shall end things off here for today, for I am starving for any nutrition I can get my hands on, like a famished child in the Victorian era. We shall continue playing this game, I believe, Saturday, if I have a memory that is serving me in the current time. Y'all can double check, on the Discord and on the YouTube posts, because I post the schedule on both places. Tomorrow, I think I just play more the Citadel again. Over here, let me just double check my own schedule, just to make sure things are as I say they are. Correct. So I played the Citadel tomorrow, and then Thursday we just watched something. Friday is Vampire the Masquerade, as always, and then Saturday is Morrowind. I do be remembering. Yippee. Anyhow. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's everything yours truly has to say. I bid thee farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. And I shall see you all whenever I see you all. Take care of yourselves. Do not perish. Bye-bye.